can't handle it. I can't handle. See, Universal when Marvel Superhero Island opened in Universal Studios. Oh,
yeah.
I mean, I went there every weekend. Welcome back to Under Oath. This is attorney Jeff Kaufman, the host of the show, and sitting next to me is the Balky to my cousin Larry. Cousin Larry. That's it.
Yeah.
From Perfect Strangers. Going
go,
back. You're a theme park guy now.
I love
a recent
parks.
theme park guy.
I am. I'm a roller coaster guy now.
You're a guy who like discovered video games in their 50s.
I did.
You know, but you're not in your 50s.
I'm not. I'm 2 years away.
You are 50 adjacent.
Yeah, I am.
And
my knees would agree.
Okay. Well, that has nothing to do with your age.
Rock, you still listening?
That's a consumption issue. Okay. All right. Yeah. Hey, listen, I know how you feel, but I can at least blame mine on jumping out of airplanes.
That's
and
true.
Not on Las Vegas buffets.
Mine was jumping out of Krispy Kremes.
Jumping out of your underwear. God. Got to go to the bathroom again.
There you go.
Now, being a theme park guy.
Love them.
I grew up in the parks. I worked in the parks. I love the parks.
We both worked them. That's the thing about it. We love them. We both worked them. Yeah.
Now, there are some fails.
Ooh.
There are some fails in the theme park. And I think it's important, no matter how much we love them, it's our duty, D-U-T-Y.
All right.
Our duty to help these parks out.
Yeah. Tell them what they did wrong.
Tell them what they did wrong, or tell them what they continue to do wrong. Let me start off with the big one. The biggest Disney mistake.
Yes, sir.
They're putting $60 billion into the park. And it's my understanding they can reacquire the rights to Marvel characters from Universal Studios, Florida, for $100 million.
What?
And then they could have it in Disney World completely. That means every character, not just like weird ones like Guardians of the Galaxy, but all of the Hulk, Spider-Man, X-Men, everything.
Why would you not spend $100 million?
I don't know.
It would give every comic book fan what we want. A theme park just dedicated to Marvel.
Do you know how much money they would make?
I take all of mine.
Could you imagine? Could you imagine the Marvel Superhero Hotel?
We would love that, Jeff. Jeff, we would be there right now.
I can't handle it. I can't handle it. I can't handle. See, Universal when Marvel Superhero Island opened in Universal Studios.
Yeah.
I mean, I went there every weekend.
We rode the Hulk. We rode one of our superhero comic books.
The Spider-Man ride.
Yes.
Oh man, there was so much. There was just the whole. I remember I was just walking through there. I felt so good about life. And the last couple of years, even though they've improved the Hulk a little bit,
they have.
It feels old
because it is.
It feels like they're going, listen, we're not going to put any money into this because we don't want to promote something we don't own.
That's correct.
And it breaks my heart.
It breaks mine.
It breaks my heart because here's the thing. Universal, you could actually make 2 Harry Potter parks in the same area. Add another Harry Potter world.
And they would come.
And people would want to come.
They would come to it.
Or do that Universal, haunted thing you do. You can adjust the Hulk. You're getting rid of Spider-Man eventually. So why don't we do this? Why don't we make a deal? Why don't we trade?
What are we trading?
Disney acquired all the Fox properties.
They did.
Give them a Fox property.
Okay.
Let them take a Fox property.
Which one? You have one in mind? Just anyone.
There's a bunch of them.
Yeah.
There's Aliens. Do whatever you want to do.
That would not be bad.
Or maybe switch it around. Give them a couple different ones. But I mean, let them keep The Simpsons. Let them do a couple different things.
Okay.
Let them do a bunch of different things and call it Fox World or whatever they want to do. But and also, chip in $50 million.
Yes.
Buy the rights back.
Hey, here's something on top of that.
Yeah.
There you go.
I'll cut the fee in half for 50 and I'll let you use these characters.
Yes.
Why not?
Why not do that?
And that would solve Disney's problem. Here it is. Bob. I'm talking about Bob Iger.
Yeah, Bob.
Him and I know we know each other.
You
Bob.
do. Yeah.
Could you imagine Bob calling me up and going, Jeff, why don't we have lunch? I'm telling Bob, I'm good. I'm real good, Bob.
Hey.
I'm not like these. I'm not the people you deal with.
No, you're not.
I'm not like anybody. I've gone to the mountain. I have seen. I write comic books. I do stand up. I've lived in your parks. I've worked in your parks. I've been a lawyer for 28 years. Bob, I could do great things.
You could.
I'm not asking for a job, Bob.
No, I don't need that.
Just give me 10 minutes.
That's all I want.
And I would flop that place and I'd give you all the stuff you need to make that company valuable again. I mean, get you back to 150 a share. You know,
Because when you left, sir, things went awry.
Yeah, it wasn't your fault.
No, it wasn't your fault. When you left.
You left, and that happens.
You left him in a good spot, too.
Let me help. Let me help you.
Yes.
Let me do that.
Hey, help me help you. There you go. Absolutely,
that
bro.
Jerry Maguire moment. I want to do that for you. And that was a huge mistake because imagine the merchandise. Imagine everything. Imagine you could Marvel, just so you know, Marvel this week, 9 of the 10 top selling comic books were Marvel.
Yeah.
And one independent image. And that image one was about classic monsters.
Yeah.
It wasn't even like a new story. It wasn't like a Walking Dead. It was a classic monsters. Now, I can't even imagine what you could do when you open up the epitome of Spider-Man. And I'm not talking like Sony's Spider-Man, because I know a Tom Holland ride is opening up. But that's the problem. People, no matter how old you are, you can associate with Spider-Man.
Yes, you can.
I mean, the original.
Yes.
You throw a bunch of villains, and I know what you could do with that would blow people's
With
mind.
technology today. It would be amazing, man.
Dare to dream. Could you imagine like the Mickey ride, but with Spider-Man?
That new Mickey ride is technologically it's amazing. If you've never been on it, it's
that's
good.
not a fail.
That's not a fail.
That's the technology they use on that is the same one they use on Rise of the Resistance.
Yes,
which is fantastic too.
I got to go inside a Star Wars movie.
Yeah,
bro. But we want to talk about the bad things.
Fails.
I got a fail.
Okay, go.
I got a huge fail.
Go.
And I got a complaint.
Okay.
I'm starting with my complaint.
That feels like
first.
the same.
You tell me if I'm wrong.
All right.
I'm going to tell you why I like Disney so much. Not only do they have creative rides, they got things from my childhood that I recognize and it's nostalgic and I love experiencing it. Disney has excellent, not good, excellent food. Disney has excellent food.
Which park?
I'm talking Epcot for me.
Okay.
You know who does not?
I thought you were going to Magic Kingdom.
You know who does not have good food? Universal. There's burgers and chicken tenders everywhere. That's all it is.
Okay. All right. Hold on. There's Finnegan's.
It's okay.
Okay. But the pizza at Islands of Adventure in the Fantastic Four Cafe.
I think it's okay.
Compared to Disney pizza?
Have you had Disney pizza lately?
Which one?
Not Egg Galaxy. Not Cosmic Rays. Pinocchio's.
No.
It's very good. Very good.
Isn't Pinocchio's always packed? You can't get in?
It's pretty busy. Okay. Yeah. But here's the thing I'll tell you. When you go to Disney, you go to Epcot. Right. Let's say we're doing a food and wine festival and they have all the little food stands.
$15 for an appy.
But it's a damn good appetizer.
It's expensive.
It's expensive.
You only get like 2 bites.
They try it at Universal. It's subpar. It doesn't look. Right. It looks rigged. First off, when they try to put the little stand up, the food is not even half as good. It's
Universal.
Really bad.
Universal is for the common man.
Okay, common people like myself.
This is a place where you're not paying your mortgage.
No, it's where you go to retire because it's where you got to be buried here because you got no more money.
Because you're broke.
You're broke.
Dinero world. Yeah.
But the food quality at Disney is night and day. That's my complaint.
I don't think the Magic Kingdom food is okay. I think the Epcot food is definitely better than everyone else.
You're leaving out Cinderella's Castle and you're leaving out Be Our Guest.
Okay.
Those are really great restaurants.
But then you have like 30, 40 others.
Yeah. But let me tell you.
Now, Animal Kingdom.
I ain't mad at it.
Animal Kingdom has
Flaming Tree Barbecue.
Yeah.
That's delicious. Delicious. Here's the worst thing that Disney did as far as a failed attraction. Galaxy Hotel.
Is it a fail?
Yes.
Why?
You overshot.
You overshot.
Let me tell you why.
You tell me why they failed. Just because they closed?
Well, because they wasn't getting the attendance they
wanted.
What
was the reason? Oh, that place was packed. People were paying money.
So why'd they close?
I think it was too hard.
What do you mean by hard?
I think it was hard for them to run.
Why?
Because people wanted that super special attention. And I think
what you paid, you should have got that.
Yeah, but I mean, people were still wanted to go. They wanted to pay the $5,000. It was always packed. I think what happened is staying up with the technology and everything else. It was an expensive place to keep open. It was a ridiculously cool idea. I think the cost of keeping it open
was outweighed the actual.
Yeah, I think people spent the money, but they realized they're not going to spend $10,000.
Yeah,
they'll spend $5,000.
Mm-hmm. That was only for 4 days, right?
Yeah,
it was
people
like a 4 days.
Loved it. I mean,
it sounded amazing.
If you want to get uppity. That was an uppity thing.
But you built something that's really cool, but you built it for only a certain percentage of people that could actually enjoy it.
And I think it was too big because I think people were upset they couldn't do it or they couldn't afford it. And kids, it broke kids' heart. And I think maybe the bad press came from the people who couldn't do it.
Absolutely.
Now here's the thing with Disney. They have to get their act together as far as figuring out these fast pass lines.
I agree.
The average age of somebody who goes in there.
Yes.
They don't. I think if you're 35 or younger, you can figure out the app. But if you're 35 or older, I don't know how to work this, GD. I got to work an app. I got to do this. I got to do that.
But here's the difference between Universal and them when it comes to a lightning lane, quote unquote. Universal, you can buy a pass. It's simple. You just buy it. You just buy it and you use it at the ride.
Easy.
That's it. Disney, you got to have the app. You got to get this thing called Genie. And here's the thing. It gives you a reservation to come back. But what they don't tell you is they only have a limited amount of how many they can have in the park at one time.
You see how that could build hostility?
Yes, absolutely.
And here's the thing.
Now.
There needs to be me too. Somebody complained the other day because of their new policy dealing with special needs.
DAS Pass.
And it's because it's just complicated. We don't have to be.
No.
Yes, there will always be somebody who takes advantage of the system, but not enough to change the system.